Big Daddy.
Frankenstein? All right, I can deal with that. I'll call you Frankenstein.
Mr. Deeds.
No, Daddy, no!
Waterboy.
Oh, I love my mama very much. Now you know that.
Happy Gilmore. Answer me! And more recently, Uncut Gems.
Go through my look. Be careful. That's my best look. All right? I want you to look at it.
Adam Sandler has had some classic movies over the years. So during my Halloween rampage, I may have a problem. I had to check out his new movie on Netflix, and we're here to talk about it. ItsProf here. Welcome back to the classroom. Make sure you subscribe, turn on them noties for all my latest content. I should be uploading every other day, but let's get into it. And spoilers.
Ready, I need all that.
Yo, right away, we're treated with a Ben Stiller entrance. What kind of fucking asylum has windows that open from the inside with no bars? I know it's an Adam Sandler movie and it's gonna be goofy, but movie. Please try and movie. Thanks. Title crawl. Adam Sandler on a bicycle, which just makes me think of...
This is my old bicycle that I had from when I was 10.
He's styling, drinking his thermos with no hands. Which has to be dangerous. He Floyd Mayweathers the shit out of these kids who try to egg him. Ew. He just drink that with the shells in it?
Rocky Balboa style.
Yo, he tries to blend in after fucking himself up, and I am crying. Roboto on that ass. Some douche walks into Hubie's job. Ray Liotta. Goodfellas? Nobody? Anyway, they play some stupid prank.
What's that right there? Wait.
That's gotta be against health code. Cut to a hippie version of Kevin James. We get some exposition and learn that our escaped psycho is named Richie, and he's from Salem, from where our movie is taking place. Meanwhile, these kids in scream masks try to straight up murder Hubie. I'm a big dork for this holiday, and his house is my Halloween dream, besides the piss blankets. Steve Buscemi greets him as his new neighbor, and I can't help but think he's the escaped psycho. You know, he has that overly welcoming smile, like, yo, we are in a bad place in 2020 when you are suspicious for being friendly. He says some ominous shit.
If you ever hear some commotion coming from my house, it's nothing to be concerned about. So you don't need to come over and check on me or anything.
Then we meet Hubie's mom. She drops some exposition about him always being bullied and him finally needed to step up for himself this year. But, I mean, look at him.
Can I lick your spoon?
Hugo grabs his yearbook and reminisces about being a pussy his whole life. And cut to someone in a white jumpsuit pissing on his lawn, I guess. News exposition and all the broadcasters are Harley Quinn, which is accurate. Pig gets killed and Kevin James... his name is Steve, so I'm gonna start calling him. He finds a flower from Hubie's yard. They have a Yo Mama contest, and...
Oh, at least my mama don't stink the toilet up so bad we gotta get rid of the shower curtain.
Oh, you gonna bring up my mama in front of the police?
Transition. We meet Violet, who Hubie's been pining over the whole movie. She explains Walter has the same name as someone that she saw buried in the cemetery. Hubie goes to investigate, and it turns out that it's a generational grave with no death date. Goodfellas tries to apologize to Herbie about pulling a prank on him earlier, and...
His life. But he did love to laugh.
Okay.
And I know he would get a great chuckle out of this.
I can't believe he fell for that. Walter won't say how old he is, and he's boarding up his house like a serial killer. Cut to the school.
Maybe you should go as a butt-faced, red-haired piece of dog puke who's reading at a second grade level even though he's 11.
And teachers talk to students like that? Didn't think so. Hubie even gets bullied by the kids. Well, at least he's prepared. The Ghostbuster song during the montage transition to the nighttime is perfect. Our white outfitted guy who was pissing on Hubie's lawn picks up a mask and blends into the crowd. Hubie's biking and he saves a cat, and the woman that his cat he saves is rude as fuck, just like everyone else. But Violet saw it, and she ain't having it.
You want me to get out of this car and beat you with that ugly cat? Because you know I'm more than capable of it.
Who knew saving a cat could get you some kitty, you know what I'm saying? But Hubie, once again, misses all the signs and doesn't get off. Come on, leave a like for the puns. Anyways, Hubie goes to check out some weird stuff going on at Walter's house. He commits B&E, and it turns out Walter is a werewolf, hence all the precaution and the ominous talk from before. So Herbie tries to go and tell Steve, but he's obviously not going for it, and he pulls the Penny Hardaway and crosses him over so he doesn't call the police anymore. Herbie, for some reason, goes to the town's high school party and starts to be a buzzkill, and then Billie Eilish tries to throw him out.
Not yet.
Excuse me, Grandpa Thermos? You need to leave the party right now.
The public property, I don't see that happening.
During the whole commotion, Life of Pi decides to come up with a prank, and they send Hubie into the corn maze. Tommy, who is Violet's kid, and Megan, the love interest, head out to warn Herbie, but Life of Pi shows Tommy who's the real animal. I knew it was a reach, but I had to say something about animals, right? Right? My nigga. Megan Fox helps him up and something happens to Life of Pi off screen. They warn Herbie about the prank before he stumbles upon Mike, which is Life of Pi's real name.
What do you say?
Ooh, what that mouth do? Finally somebody put something in his mouth to shut him up. Pause. Imagine being cucked by corn. Sorry, I just don't like him. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, he gets snatched up into fucking Narnia. Eventually, Hubie finds Walter again, but he gets hit by the moon and yeets it the fuck out of there before he can transform again. Hubie does some weird shit to tell Steve about what happened to Life of Pi. So Steve goes to tell the mayor that they should cancel all of the events and the fireworks show for the evening.
We ain't canceling a damn thing, Sergeant. We got an unsolved mystery here.
Because Hubie was right about Life of Pi being taken out of the equation. Boo! You're not funny! Give it up! The mayor refuses to budge because the town makes most of its money from tourism on Halloween night. I mean, it's Salem.
Like a treat. Smell my feet.
I just think that you're not.
Smell my feet. Smell my feet.
Tommy's little sisters leave to look for him since he ditched them to go to the party and run into fucking Jigsaw. Meanwhile, Hubie stops for a soup refill and shares his night with Violet. I know, listen, come here. I know that I'm a cisgender male pig, but I couldn't imagine missing all the signs, especially because her and her kids in the movie are the only people that aren't an ass to him. Meanwhile, Walter cuffs himself to the fridge and Jigsaw pops up in his house. Hubie returns Tommy's little sisters and tells them to stay in for the night. Turns out the escaped psycho was Richie Hartman, who is Herbie's old best friend and who only, get this. The facility he actually broke out of was a werewolf treatment center and he only broke out to bring Walter back. Turns out Walter isn't even his real name. I'm gonna keep calling him Walter though. They turn themselves in, so they're still missing people, and so the whole town turns on Herbie. He pulls a Batman on him, you know, and he goes, "What's that?" Where the fuck did he go? Yeah, that. We've been hearing exposition from Aurora, which is a radio host, the whole movie. And Hubie shows up to the radio station to get a lead or advice or a blowy. Plot twist. Guess who the fucking host is? The Diesel himself. Shaq and a fool. Fucking got him. Herbie meets with Shaq and his wife and they have a mukbang. They suspect Violet, so Herbie sets up with a sting with Steve and Keenan. Yo, Adam Sandler got everybody in this movie. That nigga writing checks like Diddy! But when Herbie gets to the sting, him and Violet finally confess their feelings for each other.
I just want to tell you that I have been in love with you since second grade.
What?
Hello?
Can you trace it now? Hubie, I've been in love with you since the first grade.
Steve chases a burner phone that he had a lead on earlier, and it turns out the phone being used by the killer is in the house with his mom. Actual plot twist. Hubie's mom has been behind the entire night, taking the Friday the 13th round, huh? Tired of seeing her son being hurt by the monstrous people in his life, took it upon herself to take revenge now before she was gone and she couldn't anymore.
I really don't want you to do this.
I know, Hubie. That's what makes you so wonderful. And that's why I have to do it. I have to make it good for you before I go.
Before you go? To heaven?
You're probably going to hell, Hubie.
Ah, the cops are here. You're going to jail, you crazy old bat.
Well, then I better do this now.
He does stop his mom from killing everyone, not before she tells him how ungrateful they are, and they confess their insecurities with Herbie, and then she pulls the same Batman like that one and gets the fuck out of there. At the end of the day, people appreciated him, and he gets his moment to shine for Violet, kisses her through the camera very awkwardly.
Yummy.
And and becomes mayor by the next Halloween. Roll credits. I had such a good time watching this movie. I'm not usually a fan of overly goofy movies, but Adam Sandler done did it. I don't know why so many of Adam Sandler's movies are about the underdog, but he does it so well. The cast is star-studded and it makes it a very, very easy watch. It was such a fun movie. During my second watch, I didn't even take notes. I also uninterrupted my upload schedule and I had to talk about it like ASAP. 7 out of 10. I will be going into some more scary stuff as we get closer to Halloween. I also got some couples cringe stuff coming out too, so make sure you subscribe and turn on them notifications to stay updated. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, a dislike if you did not. Thanks for coming to the classroom and spending some time with me here today. ItsProf. I'm out of here.
Let me take this moment. Holla, 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 holla. Let me take this moment.